Good evening, welcome to the Kostes on a live show. My name is Kostile Sehongwane. Welcome again. I'm coming to you live on Facebook. My Facebook name is Kostile Sehongwane, and I wanted to do this show today, just to highlight some things. Still, maybe we might be asking ourselves today, but I was asking myself really like these questions from Pila. Are we still really needing? Do we still get moved by manifestos of the political parties and their different posters every time we see them all over the place? Because last time I was driving down on Church Street, right? Driving down Matridgeville, and then I was going to Nkomo Village, and I could see all the different posters, Motileng, and I was like, Mari, do these things really still move us? And I wanted to do a show, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to organize a show myself, and then I'll be alone in the studio like I am today now. And I'm going to talk about it and see what people are. Do we really get moved, South Africans? Do you still get moved by political parties that are doing all these campaigns? They're doing these rallies, they fill up stadiums, they go all over the place, they put up posters on our lamp posts all over the place, and then do we really still get moved by those things as South Africans? Or do we know where our loyalties lie? Do we know what we're going to vote for? Do we know who is our favorite party? And how do we vote? How's our voting patterns, by the way? Do we vote fella for the sake of we are voting, or do we really vote with our conscience, or do we really vote to say I want to make a difference in my children's lives one day? Like I said, I'm live on Facebook at the moment, and if you want to watch me on Facebook, go to Facebook now, and please, the Facebook name is Kositsile Sehongwane. You just go there, and then like what's on my life, and then you can comment when you tell me what do you think about it today. So I wanted to do this show. I know it's a political show which we always do, or even on Mondays, or like on all Mondays. But I wanted to do it today because I really it was burning me. It's like staying the whole day, really busy because some other things. But it really burns me. Man, I have to do this before I can go home today. I have to do this kapila. And then we can be able to discuss this and see is it really worth it that every 5 years we have people coming to talk to us by the poster, and then these big rallies, and are these rallies really are they really worth it in a way? Understand what I'm saying? They make promises after promise, or hey, we're gonna do this in the coming 5 years, and blah blah and blah blah and blah blah. And do we really do they really come to fruition? How do you feel as a voter after us now obona poster mole, and then poster team no bona happen now, I'm gonna do this for you, blah blah, and then 5 years later, after maybe even a month after voting, you are back to square one again. And how has your life really changed? How is your life really changed, when you're seeing all these posters all over the place, and you're seeing them poster by poster? They will come along every now and then. You see promises be made by our political parties, by our political leaders, and then how do you feel after that? So I took today's time to analyze each of the four parties that we have in Parliament at the moment. Four parties, the big ones, I will say the big ones in a way, Action SA, ANC, UCDP, like including CDP as well, the new party on the block, which is MK party, Jacob Zuma's party, and then IFP as well, and then the DA. I want us just to go through each and every one of its posters, and we see the message on that, and then you tell me what do you think about that, and then we analyze each of the messages that they put there, and you tell me, go Facebook now, what do you think about this whole thing? Is it really worth it? Do they really still have meaning in our lives? Do we really vote because of the rally that was being held? Do we still vote because of because of what's this thing? Do we still really vote because of the manifesto that, like the party would say, manifesto ki? And do we still could we still follow all those trends in a way? And really, or do you just go to vote because they say it's time for you to vote? And like resignation, like the convincing, is it still there or what? So today's show is an emergency show that I actually thought of doing, and I'm going to do this show today, and I'm going to analyze each of the major rally the union buildings. What was it? So I get it. We're gonna start with the first one, because like I said, I've seen. Let's first maybe try to check manifestos. Manifestos, he di lesone ribuaka manifesto of the ANC. The ANC's manifesto for 2024. Yari, what is the ANC manifesto for 2024? If you can look on your screen now. Over the next, this is a summary, guys. A summary of manifestos, right? Over the next 5 years, we'll prioritize food security, including through VAT exemption on essential items, land reform, support for community and home gardeners. We'll act against price fixing, maintain and expand subsidized basic services like water, houses for the poor and indigent, policies in municipalities. And this was released on the 24th of February 2024 this year. Okay, so that's the ANC, right? He promised, now that he's promising that it will do this, it will do that. For the past 5 years, have we seen any of those happening? The answer is no. According to me, I've never seen that happening. I've never seen VAT subsidy. It has been said to say, listen, let's subsidize basic food items like bread, milk, exempt them from chicken, the basic foodstuffs, like the chocolate kitchening, bupi, whatever. What you know normally that you're going to buy, and you're going to buy in your grocery list every month. How about we subsidize that? Like we take out we VAT exempt it. Has that ever happened on your neck of the woods? 064-548-776. I am live now, but not live on radio, but I'm live now on Facebook. Comment on Facebook page, and then let me know. More WhatsApp. The number WhatsApp. That's my WhatsApp number. 064-548-776. Tell me what has those things that Ramaphosa said he's gonna promise and give us. Did he give us already? Nay, he said there will VAT exemption on essential items, right? Essential items, things like food, dijo, especially the basic milk, bread, butter, what is basic grocery. They should not put VAT on them. VAT is a tax that we pay to the government, and government pays back to the companies. Because companies can claim VAT back. I get a company by textile, but then they've paid VAT, and that VAT can be paid back to them. So they will exempt us from that. That's what they said. That is their promise that they said they will do for South Africans if we vote for them for the next 5 years. But the question should always come back, or have you done that the last 5 years? Because I believe the same things were still there. Like the first promise, it was still there as well. So if you are saying you're going to give me this again, support for community. Let's talk about land reform as well. Land reform. Have we ever done that? Have you even entertained land reform, Mr. Ramaphosa? As you said, you will entertain land reform. Have you ever entertained land reform in a way? I'm going to give you land, and then this is the land that we're going to be giving to you, blah, 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 blah. Have you done that for the past 5 years? We know that your first term as in office, it was done by COVID and everything else. You understand? It's 2 years. You had 3 years to continue doing everything else. But what I saw as a South African individual citizen, I didn't see that Ramaphosa doing much. So I'm to a score of 1 to 10. I'm gonna give this man a solid 3. A solid 3, and I'm going to give all of those because I want to see. Because remember, ANC is one that is in government at the moment. ANC promised people a lot of things, and as I said, we are now on the summary of their manifesto. How about land reform? They never entertained our land reform ever. They never did. So I can understand how land reform or land reform because they never touched it. He never touched it. He never even tried to touch it for the past 5 years. So he's talking about we must give him another term, another 5 years for our land reform, which is not going to happen, I believe you. We will act against price fixing. Failed again. How many reports came out of price fixing in bread, in whatever? Competition Commission doesn't have teeth to convict or to do anything to anyone, any company. They know that they're just giving like what if a company just buff a company a little slap on the wrist, and fine. I mean, a multi-million rand company like Deloitte, for example, they were busy with the what you call corruption, and they called it a accounting error because it's a white company. It's not a conspiracy theory, by the way, because whenever it's a black person involved in this country, automatically it's corruption. But if it's a white person, a white company, no, it's accounting error. Yeah. So you price fixing, they never acted on that as well. So do we really believe the ANC? ANC Valley is going to give us all these things? I mean, imagine by maintaining expense subsidized basic services like water houses or the poor, for the poor in indigent policies in municipalities. Have this happened in your municipality? Yes or no? Those are the questions that you must ask yourself when you go into that ballot box and you see the ANC there. You ask yourself, for Marikan Neti, whatever these people are saying now, are they really saying to me how they are going to give it to me again? Or it's just one of those, again, talks. Sorry, no, let's tell them what they want to hear. Because most of the time, these politicians, they know what they want to hear. And they will always come up with this. Sorry, no, and then hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You know what? And then that that doesn't happen at all. We are left again with them for 5 years, now ruling us as if, you know what, at the end of the day, they are our bosses. Like they are there, give favor and whatnot, which is not. We have elected you as our leader, and we can unelect you, by the way. Constitution of a country does have a provision that you can recall. If they can recall their leaders, you can recall the president as well. Just that South Africans were never given this opportunity to know their law that much. Hence, we can endure 5 years of hell on earth in this country just because you're waiting for elections to come. No, we can actually remove the government before elections can come. And we can force government of the day to actually call for elections, early elections, and then we can elect a new government and they go. Do you understand? So do your research, go and check Constitutional Court, you will see what I'm talking about. And it will tell that, yes, you have the right to be able to recall government or to ask for early elections, and then you can get them. It's not about the ruling party itself only deciding on their own that, okay, listen guys, now we are going to do we are going to give you this chance of recalling us. No, they can't do that. Do you understand? Yeah. So that's the ANC's manifesto. Yeah, that is the ANC's manifesto, the summary of the ANC's manifesto. So ask yourself this before you go into the book, because this year's ballot is so long. It's like, I don't know how many parties are there. It's like a lot of parties in there, and yeah, it's truly amazing. It's truly amazing. So we, like, for this show, we're going to do each, because I've got manifesto, because I was looking for other manifestos, I couldn't find them online, but I got summaries of these three, the DA and the EFF manifesto. So we are gonna now talk about we're gonna go to the 1 year EFF. All right. Remember, EFF, Julius Malema, he is making a joke out of Mr. Julius Malema because of that. But we're going to concentrate mostly on his manifesto, yeah, the EFF manifesto, which is more why. This is the summaries, guys. I didn't go to the whole length of getting the whole. It's a long document, so more the summary. Remember, you can get a book, right? Read the whole book, Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, this thick. But if you watch a movie, of maybe that book will take you like a month to finish, probably, depends how your reading patterns. But then you go watch a movie, and that movie lasts you for 2 hours. That's a summary of the whole book. You know what the book is there. You understand, or what's in the book. So EFF manifesto aims to dismantle the concentration of land in the hands of the few and distribute it to the inequality as possible for a range of needs. The state is the logical representation of people because it is the product of the choices people make on how society should be organized. So EFF manifesto, the 9 pillars and whatnot, they center around land. Like they said, some land to be given to the people. But the question would be, I heard Mr. Julius Malema saying something, Horiko Alexandra, people chased away foreigners when they were selling tomatoes and whatnot. But the following day, none of the South Africans went in there and actually occupied the space. You understand? So it gives me a little bit of confusion. In a sense, does he say there's no use us chasing these people away because then we occupy this and then the space is like remains occupied? It's the same as somebody will say, what are you going to do with land? Because we give you land and then what? I said something to Mr. Machoy last time we had a show. Mr. Machoy, no, we cannot give people land because some Tom, when the colonizers of Zimbabwe upwards, when they left the countries which were under their colonies, some of them, especially Britain, they made sure that they train people in what they must do in those farms. They train them, they develop them that much that people can be able to sustain themselves when other people have gone. In this country, we never got independence as South Africans. Remember, after the whites, the British left in 1910, they formed the Union of South Africa, and they gave the country back to the white settlers, white Afrikaners. You understand? So we never actually did anything. We never ruled ourselves. We never was independent in a way. We had to negotiate for our own freedom. So there's no time to catch up. What the ANC did when they came in 94, they said go to school. And people went to be they became lawyers, whoever became what did they didn't concentrate on farming and on agriculture for the black child. They never did that. They never give the black child that opportunity to learn how to farm and to learn how to do a lot of things. So you can't blame me like and then what ash. That's your farm. Then if I don't do anything within 2 years, then you're like, well, we gave you the farm, you don't do anything about it. That's nonsense. Because first and foremost, white people went after World War II, when they came back, there was a problem of after depression. There was a problem of poor white problem. All right, where white people who went to the war came back and they were very poor. So government had to come up with strategies to be able to help these people. Do you know what they did? Government started SOEs. Spornet, which is Tanzania now, started. ESCOM started, and all SOEs, DNL and whatever. They were all put together so that they can be able to alleviate the poor white problem. Every white person was employed in this country through those SOEs, skilled or not skilled, qualified or not qualified. You understand what I'm saying? So why can't our government do the same? Upskill us first. Make sure that agriculture and farming is a fundamental subject in our schools. Stop pushing kids to do mathematics and science only, but neglecting the fundamental thing, which is farming, which is economic, which actually drives the economy more than even mathematics. You understand? White kids are taught because they inherit those farms and they've been trained by their parents as well to continue on their legacies. We push our kids to go to school and by it's about maths and science, and you think we're intelligent because he's a doctor. But that child can't feed themselves. It doesn't really make sense. And then you blame people to say, but we gave you farms, what did you do with it? What can I do with a farm that is I've been put there? Okay, you wanted land, here's your land. Go ahead. I have the land, but then I don't have any resources. Why can't you give me resources to be able to do this thing? Why are you sabotaging me? Anything because I mean, and then you say to you, I must continue. The question will come again. Okay, now what happens to the farm workers that are there? I remember one time I went to George in the Western Cape. I was on a missionary trip there with some other people. And we came to this dairy farm, huge dairy farm, like with lots of cattle. Hey? Those cattle, I don't know how many comes in. Maybe like they milk them like, I think, 3-4 times a day. Like a lot will come in, get milked, go. Then the other ones will come in. I don't know where the other ones come back from. And they'll be milking those cows the whole day. Like the white person obviously owned farm. And they say, I don't know if that's where they put the young calves, right? And the supervisor of the whole farm is a black man. That was a guy. This guy, you know, I was even telling, who was I telling? I was telling somebody here, you know what? To make it so sad for us, is that this guy is the foreman. He's the foreman of this farm, right? And he is the highest paid worker, by the way. The highest paid worker, I mean, this person is being paid a lot of money, according to them, to the standards. What happened was, this guy, how much is he getting paid? This guy is getting paid with overtime. This person was so intelligent. He was so intelligent, but without education. The white farmer knew that this person, we have our own indigenous knowledge of everything, of cows, of how to farm. So I don't listen to anybody who comes and tells me, no, you're going to starve. You know, these white people on X will tell you, you're going to starve without us. I'm like, when you came here, we were farmers. Don't forget you didn't come with cows. You found them here. You didn't come with any animal because your ship broke on the shores of the Cape of Cape Point, and you swam overboard with nothing on you, and we accommodated you, and you brought a gun and you shot me and took my cows. So don't you dare tell me, I'm going to starve if we're staying. It's not like you found me here without nothing, starving, and then you came and rescued me by giving me some farming skills. Or actually, you became a farmer now yourself, and then you took my land from me. You understand? That's how racism works in this country, by the way, guys. Yeah. So this guy knows everything. He knows he can be an expert. If we can take him, let's say we take him to an agricultural college to go and train those kids, he'll be the excellent professor they can never have. Because the knowledge he possesses, I'm like, wow. But then he gets 1.5 payment. 1.5 payment he's getting paid with overtime. And that is the highest, by the way, in that farm. It broke my heart to see that. But this person will never have his own dairy farm. Do you know why? He'll never have his own dairy farm. Because his knowledge that is indigenous, that he has been tied to this one white person. He can never be able to do anything on his own. He will never be able to do anything on his own. He will always be tied to this person. Because according to him, his survival depends on this. Whatever he knows, he can never use on himself because he's been conditioned to believe what he has to work for somebody or for a salary, because on his own he can't. And to see all those machines in that place, you know, the milking machines and whatnot, and you kind of ask yourself, if, okay, now you take over the farm, ne? And then the white person removes all his machines, what are you going to do? You can't do nothing. Why can't we get support from government like they did support their own white people? That's what I'm asking. So hence, we're looking at this manifesto, EFF, for years. How we dismantle the concentration of land in the hands of the few and distribute it as equitably as possible for a range of needs. Let's hope they will do it, because they've been singing this song ever since the beginning of everything. They've been singing this song ever since the beginning of EFF, and whatnot. Let's see. Now, if you are a South African, will this convince you to vote for the EFF? May. That is next month, by the way, the end of the month, May. Will this convince you to say, fine, I'm going to vote for the EFF? It's the third largest party in this country, but the MK is coming, so you don't know if MK is going to overtake them or what. Yeah, so have this in mind. Okay, the 29th of May, I'll be voting for EFF because they're saying this to me. And then ask yourself, are they really going to be able to do it or not? But let this be your motivation. Like I said, I only have 3 manifestos that I got of a summary. The other parties never had them. They had this long ones, and I could not really go through the whole thing because I wanted to do the show as soon as today. So let's go now to which one? The DA one. You want to think about Democratic Alliance is one part which really makes me laugh, man. And I'll tell you why I'm saying that. Because the DA is a white party, whether we like it or not. It's a white party that's got white members, that's got white leadership. Yeah, whether we can say, no, there's few blacks, there's very few blacks in there. And most of the prominent ones left. Bo Mohamed Mashaba, we're going to talk about him in a minute. Mohamed Mashaba, Musliman, we know about him. He left then as well. I couldn't find his manifesto too. Balin Tuli left under a very serious cloud. The first person to leave the DA, remember, was was Mazibuko, when they lied and said she's going to Harvard for school. Up until today, years later, she doesn't seem to be finishing and coming back and joining the DA again. And all of these black people were firebrands for the DA. They were Fandames, Pumzile Fandame as well. All these people were firebrands, and they were busy destroying the ANC. You know, for me, any black person that joins a white party like the DA, for me, that person is a sellout. And I'll tell you why. First and foremost, these people are white. Okay? They act as if 1994 didn't happen. They act as if it never happened before. They act as if what happened in 1994 was not their fault. They act as if we might just forgive and forget and move on with our lives. They act as if, you know what, we were having it a good time. We just didn't want to. I remember I had my own racist attack from one of the missionaries I was with, the time we were in George. But when we came back, this woman actually said it. Renee Rousseau. Yeah. She said to me, because one of the people that we were with in the car, Gunhild, she was from Norway. She asked me, Kosi, we were entering Johannesburg. She was asking, Kosi, but what happened actually in the time of our party? I'm like, you know what, this is what happened. And I told him everything freely because it's true. She's like, now, from the front of the we were using Iveco. No. These people didn't want to go to school. Nah, their mothers were getting pregnant by the age of 13. That's a lie. First and foremost, it's a lie. But it's what they've been taught. It's what they've been told. It's what they believe that's how we were. So all those things, they want us to forget them and just move on, because we are a rainbow nation. Mandela said we must move on. Blah blah blah. You know, let's forgive. We can't do that. We cannot erase 300 years of injustice over 30 years. And if you see some token black people inside your party, you believe that's all how we think, and you believe that's how it is. It's not. Unfortunately, it's not, because many people, the black ones, are leaving under a serious cloud. We know, we have seen what they said about Muslimani, the former leader of the DA, Tony Leon himself. He said Muslimani was an experiment that went wrong. Imagine, you say a human being, a whole family man, this was an experiment which went wrong. How do you compare a person to an experiment? So they were experimenting with Muslimani to see if a black leader would really work for a white party. And now they put this one, meticulous John Steenhuisen, who doesn't know, who was crying tears to people of Paarl that why can't all other black parties go out into the country and campaign in Limpopo, campaign in Gauteng, campaign in West, campaign in Mpumalanga, and leave the Western Cape alone. Let's leave the Western Cape, this little enclave for white people. You know, a little enclave where only the DA is supposed to, unless, remember what we did last week, we had a show where Mandela was given a briefcase by Kobi Kotie. Unless in those Codesa minutes, there was somehow where they were told, well, listen, we will only hold the DA, the thing, we'll only hold government for one term and then you'll take over. You know, but we'll take over democratically, you'll win the elections, and then you'll hold on to the elections up until. Hence now, this one is busy being so scared. We're going to lose the due. They are not even mentioning Freedom Front Plus, which is, it's there, campaigning to unseat the DA. And Freedom Front Plus is actually supporting the Cape Independence Movement, by the way. They are supporting them 100%. They are pushing for the Western Cape to be independent from the rest of the country. They don't mention that. They only mention black parties. Do you know why? If the FF Plus wins the Western Cape elections, it's still white people ruling the Western Cape. They don't want to see any black face being in that province again. They don't, because they've got this little thing, it is their thing. And Cape Town and the rest of the other white suburbs are very beautiful and very expensive, very clean, very service delivered. Go to the other side of the mountain and see Kylie, Chakukule, to Cape Flats, everywhere where black and colored people stay. You'll cry your eyes out. I was there in 2014, I'll never go there again. I'll never go there again. I was there for holiday. I'll never go there again. Pity, because they've turned that place into a little country on their own. You get there, you can feel the racism. You can feel another country. Bob Mabena used to call it another country, Cape Town. It's true, because we used to, you get there, you feel, more and more icon. And they'll make you feel that as well. But anyway, let's get to their manifesto and see. All right. We're gonna talk about the mottos and the payoff lines when you go to the posters, right? Now yabone already are a rescue plan for this country. I don't know why rescue from what, but we can discuss that when we get to the posters. Rescue plan, number one, create 2 million new jobs. Yeah. Okay. And load shedding and water shedding. Okay. Naive or half the rate of violent crimes, including murder, attempted murder, and gender-based violence. Number 4, crash corruption by abolishing cadre deployment in favor of merit-based appointments. Okay, now let's talk about that for a little while. Number 4, cadre deployment. They went to court and they won against the ANC to give them their cadre deployment minutes, blah, 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 blah. All that nonsense, which I do not support, because Jacob Zuma, when he was president, he told them they must win elections first, and they knew their place. Now, ANC Ramaphosa, it does not give them that. This ANC Ramaphosa always makes sure it bows to the DA every time. Since President Ramaphosa Stilo, the DA has always ruled this country through the courts, and he let it happen. We're not saying he must go and corrupt the courts, no. But if the former president was able to tell them to win elections first, before they can come and say to us, listen, how in God's name do you as an opposition party come to the ruling party and ask them for their minutes, which is confidential, I believe. You are asking another party to hand over their own confidential records to you as an opposition party. How has that ever, or where's ever that ever happened? I have no idea. And you never did that when President Jacob Zuma was president, when Beki was president, when Mandela was president. But this one you can. And he obliges, he just gives it to you. Something's going on, guys. Yeah, really going on. And we need to address that as well. But cadre deployment one, let's talk about this one. The number 4 one, I don't believe in that. No party can deploy Kana cadre the members of that party. Cadre deployment is me winning elections with the people that believes in my manifesto and they share my vision as a party. That is the whole point of cadre deployment. All right? These people, they believe my manifesto and they carry the vision of my party. How in God's name can I not employ them? They've helped me to get into government. They've campaigned. They've been volunteers. They've done everything they can to make sure we get into government and we rule. Now we need elections. When I get in government, it's again, you're not qualified. You're like comrades, man. Stand there. DA, can you please give me some white qualified people that are not even qualified themselves, by the way, to come and run this municipalities for me, because I cannot really do the cadre deployment. You can't do that. They themselves don't do that. This boy, Bangan, Baluiken, Onele and Mayako Midval, he told them, he said, no, you are lying about cadre deployment. You have been instructing me as a mayor of who to employ, that is a member of the DA, in that municipality of Midval. You've been instructing me as a whole mayor, say, listen, when you're going to employ this person and this person. That is cadre deployment. That is cadre deployment. Finish and clear. I don't know how could I work at cadre deployment, but we can because that is cadre deployment. You are deploying your own cadres in key strategic positions because they share your vision, You want them to help you expand your vision as a party, your manifesto. They know it. I mean, man, this is very simple. I have a house, right, with a wife and kids, for example. I cannot go and ask the lady from next door to come and cook for me. I don't know if that will make sense. To come and do things that my wife can do, in a way. When I run the house, or my wife cannot go after we buy a house. My wife can't go next door and ask the man from next door to come in and help out with, and then says to me, no, when we bought a house, sit there, but I need this person. He's more qualified than you to become a father and husband to me in this house. That's what the DA wants. So they're lying about this near kid deployment. They can never do that. There is no way. They're number 4, they're lying. Because they're own people. Everybody in the DA strategic positions everywhere, from Zille to what, they're all members of the DA. What do you call that? Is that not kid deployment? Is that not kid deployment? So it's a lie. All right, let's go on. Lift 6 million people out of poverty. How are we going to do that? I think what you need to do sometimes when you talk it in this manifestos is we need to make manifesto launches as talk shows or shows like this, where there'll be questions. People to ask, how are you going to do the 6 million thing? Tell me, 6 million. We like we are 6 million. How are you going to take us out of poverty, 6 million of us? You understand what I'm saying? So if they can be able to answer that there and there, instead of them always talking about, hey, this is going 6 million, tell me how you're going to do that, then it's fine. And then I'll support you. But you have this person standing there, talking, then he goes home, and then you all cheer and you all dance. Remember, you all dance like this. You all dance. This person says this thing and you all dance. You jubilate. You don't even ask questions. Okay, is this really going to happen? Is this really going to happen? I think that like this, these people will actually change this, and they must make sure for it. By the it's in a talk show style, or in a press conference style, where people can ask questions. Say, hey man, how did this thing? What do you mean? This thing. What do you mean about this? Then maybe people can be able to understand and get to know. Okay, fine. They can be able to answer that day, because many of these things are very unrealistic. That is happening here. Triple the number of grade 4 learners who can read for meaning. I don't know about that one, because I don't know if our grade 4 learners can read. And show quality health care for all, irrespective of economic status. Are they doing that in the DA? Are they doing that in the Western Cape? That is the question. How are hospitals looking on the other side of the mountain in the Western Cape? Because they're always saying Western Cape is the best run province in the country. So how does it look like on Khayelitsha, at Langa, at Guguletu, at Mitchell's Plain, at the Cape Flats? How is the health system there? Is it what they're saying? Because they've been in power since for how many years now? 16 years now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But those people, like I said earlier when I started with the DA, people who actually get healthcare, a proper DA, are white people in Cape Town. Go there and you'll see for yourself. Yeah, that is the DA for you. So, like I said, like I said again, guys, you need to decide for yourselves, really, is this really what will convince you to vote for the DA? And if it is, hey, the booth is your little island, by the way, because it's your thing, it's your secret there. You sit there, you do your thing, you're done. So that would be the question, Horipozore. Well, does it really resonate with you? Okay, this will really convince me to vote for the DA. If it does, hey, you know what? Go on, vote for the DA, but check one thing. The DA is a white party that is looking out for white interests. That's it. It's not looking out for black interest in any shape or form. They will try to pull your heartstrings by trying to play on your vanity, to play on your soft spot by saying, look how corrupt the ANC is, who the EFF is. They are racists. They are hypocrites. They will always try to come. Every black person in the DA now, if you can see them, when you call us on Twitter, you'll be shocked to this person. Is he really black or? But at the end of the day, we always had people like them in South Africa. There's always Uncle Rakas somewhere. You know what? We will all do something here. One of us, do you really need to do that? We can plan everything, but can we really do this? Is it really legal? Can we really do that? Stuff like that. It happens all the time that we always have people like the other black members of the DA who still sitting in a racist party, knowing it's a racist party, seeing how they treat other members of the DA, but they still sit there and still watch them going down the tubes, and they do nothing about it, and they still sit there and still protect this party to continue. All right, we're going to take a little break. And then we'll be back in a minute. We're just going to thank today's sponsor, which is the Sohomane Medical Services and Clinic. And we're going to play the advert, and then we'll be back right after this. This show is brought to you by Sohomane Medical Services and Clinic. They are a private clinic situated in number 70 Tuefengesgras in Westview, Danville. They specialize on the following: primary health care, ailment diagnosis and treatment, including medication, wound care, family planning, well baby clinic, basic ultrasound, laboratory blood services, treatment of chronic illnesses, treatment and management of patients on ARVs, wellness screening, antenatal clinic, HIV services and counseling. They have a pharmacy on site, and they are doing CCMDD services as well, OHS clinic, circumcision clinic and abortion services. Their cell phone number is 064 548 7176 or 071 422 8576. Again, the address is 70 Tuefengesgras in Westview, Pretoria West in Danville. Cell phone number again is 064 548 7176 or 071 422 8576. Yeah, that is our sponsor for today's show, Sohomane Medical Services, a clinic, man. It's a private clinic here in Westview, Pretoria West. If you want to if you have a similar ad as well, please contact me on 064 548 7176, and we can be able to play it right now like this on all our shows that we're doing on the Christian Sohomane live show. This is a podcast. Remember, it will be on Spotify and Anchor FM later tonight. And now we are streaming live on Facebook, which is my Facebook page. This one, the Christian Sohomane live show. Yeah, that is my Facebook page. So you can be able to go there and watch us live, and then comment as well and tell me what you think about today's show. Yeah, we are continuing to check out all these manifestos. The different parties, and you just did your DA. Like I said, I only got the three ones: EFF, ANC, and then I got the DA ones. So I didn't really get the other ones because I've been trying, because all of them they post the whole book, which I can't really go through that for a show. It's too long. It's too many parties. And like I said, we're going to concentrate on four parties, which is the ANC, the DA, the EFF, and MK party. But I'm going to add Action SA and ACDP. Those are the ones that they're still popular. People can still vote for them, and people can, yeah. So already the lady manifesto 3. So I didn't get manifesto MK. I've tried to look for the guy as I'm working the summary, I think. But MK is the new kids on the block. So Bonnet, we know what's the motivation of Jacob, and then people will vote for that. If they want to vote for that, it's up to them. Yeah. So let's go to the war of the posters. I call it the war of the posters, and we're going to analyze that as well. The posters are not pila. Do they really give us the message? Do you still fall for the messages you get on posters like this? And then do they really move you? Do they still move? And what they mean? Are they true? Will they really make you vote for them, or what? Will they still make you vote for them, or what? So we're gonna go through each of the four parties I've mentioned. The posters are Modi, Palins, and no, as original as they are. Yeah, when we go to ACDP, service order safety, something like that. That is their order. That is their slogan. for this year elections. Vote ACDP safety or service order safety, something like that. I don't know the mission, but he did. He like he said that. What's about ACDP? ACDP. I don't have a problem with ACDP, but I've got a problem with its if you're going to talk about religion. On this, there's not much I can say about ACDP, to be honest with you, because I know they'll never get 2/3 majority. They can never win elections. People know what to vote for. I'm not saying people cannot vote and then we can decide. No. We don't decide for people to which one to vote for. But one thing for sure I understand, I know, is that SADP cannot compete with ANC, for example. Can't compete with EFF. EFF was a new baby came in and then he's now the third party. So that is their little message that they give to us. So SADP ke yone buang ka this thing hore bare service what and whatnot. So does this convince you to vote for them? Does this say, hey, vote for me, and I'm really moved to vote for them? If it does, well, that's up to you. But for me, that will never make me vote for them, because I can feel a seal from them. I can't feel anything, you know. I can't imagine anyone in that party being my leader, because, you know, as black parties in parliament, they're supposed to be meeting up and joining and becoming, you know, the white people. Remember, this other person mentioned something one time. He was in the studio here. There was a time when one day, all black people, all black parties in parliament, they were singing a song. And all white people were sitting down, the DA white people, even the DA black people were sitting down, because I can't about we're not support the opposition. And all of them, EFF, ANC, Lekota, ACDP, they all were on their feet, singing in parliament a harmonious song, and all of them, they want in agreement. These were people who were scared that, you know what, if we can see, if these people can be in a state like this, I'm telling you now, we are gone. So I'm saying, every black party in parliament, why can't you just dissolve your majority and join the biggest party that we have in parliament that wins the election, which is black? If the EFF wins, join the EFF, make one solid party. We know who the enemy is. We know who the enemy is. We are not the enemy amongst ourselves. We know who the enemy is. Why can't we all come together as black parties in parliament and just become one and scare the hell out of the DA? Those black DA members will move from those chairs to come to us, because they can see more we're being used for our proxy. We need to see black face in parliament. So when I go. And then sit down and they don't say nothing, by the way. They just sit there, fill up the chest, that's it. You know, why can't we do that? But we'll answer that question maybe later on, Herr Fitz. Okay, so let's go to a second manifesto. The second barking EFF Kiyari, vote EFF, Malema smiling, me, that's it. No slogan or nothing. Vote EFF, done. Can this really make you vote for the EFF? If it does, hey, go for it. Again, for now, it doesn't really call me and say, hey, cause you vote for me. No, it doesn't. For now, really does not really give me that. But I gotta say, whoever has their own preferences and whatnot, they will go for it. But let's go. Next one, ANC. Yeah. Okay. ANC, Ramaphosa smiling, very big smile. Let's do more together. Vote ANC. I've got a bone to pick with this man in every shape or form that he can be able to think of. Let's do more what? That you couldn't do. You called Jacob Zuma's tenure, which you were vice president in it, which you were second in command in it, which you were given government business in it, Mr. Ramaphosa. You called your own government's governance for 9 years, 9 wasted years. I cannot trust a comrade like you. To be honest, I can't trust a comrade like you who will sell me out at the end of the day to make himself look good. You campaigned on the Tumamina thing. You acted as if you're never part of the ANC for 9 years of Jacob Zuma. You acted like you are this new broom that is being bought from Spa to come and sweep this clean. You acted like that. You were on that bandwagon trying to demonize Jacob Zuma as if he was the problem that the ANC had. The ANC is not a problem, but Jacob Zuma was. So I can't trust a comrade like you who will sell me at the end of the day to the highest bidder by telling the highest bidder, listen, ANC is accused number one in corruption. You have never seen any political party in this parliament, from the DA itself, putting their dirty laundry on the streets like you did to ANC. So now I cannot trust you. I really cannot trust this man. I can't trust this man in any shape or form. And he has proven over and over again that he's not trustworthy. He has proven over and over again that he's not trustworthy at all. So at the end of the day, we stand united. We stand like that to say, do we really give our voice to such a person? That person will always sell me out. This person can sell me out like that. The first thing that you should have come into office with is to say, thank you, my predecessor. Where we made mistakes, I'm going to improve. Instead of saying, accuse number one, ANC corruption. You're impressing man. Who are you trying to impress? The DA, the whites? What? Who are you trying to buy face off? Like they will understand. Ono try to buy a scale saying ANC is accused number one in corruption. No one, none of the parties in this government, none of them are clean. But they will never put their dirty laundry on the streets like you did that. So now I can't trust you, to be honest. I can't trust whatever you say, let's do more. Some people are saying let's do more corruption. You know, people voted for you to be in parliament, Mr. Ramaphosa, because you lied about your predecessor. You basically called Zuma corrupt alone. You are the one who laid the foundation of saying Jacob Zuma was the most corrupt president you ever had. And he was doing all this corruption alone. The ANC was not there, which is a lie. You were second in command, Dr. Ramaphosa. You were given government business. You were given war room, Yako Escom. What did you do? Zuma stopped load shedding. You brought it back. Immediately when I was now, load shedding came back and it's beating us now 10 not. Load shedding is destroying us today. So let's do more. Let's do more what? Exactly. What is that you're gonna give me that you failed to give me for the first 5 years? Your manifesto talks something else, but you're saying something else. As a comrade in a party, I need to trust you that you got my back. Malama buaga makabani. Julius Malema, he speaks about makabani. You are not a kabani because the moment you come to the spotlight, you betray me. That's what you did, Jacob, and the previous administration, which is still in parliament today, by the way, except for him. Every minister which is in parliament now is still in parliament today because they're still members of parliament inside the DA. Inside the parliament today. So only one person has been singled out to say, no, the corruption was done by this person, Bahaj. One understand? Corruption was done by this person. So now I can't trust Nathan Ramaphosa. I'm sorry. I cannot trust you. In all honesty, I can't trust you. I cannot trust you in all honesty because you're one of the people that will really betray your comrades at the moment's notice. When push comes to shove, I believe one thing, that you will betray us because you did already. You will sell me out because you wanted to impress other people. You cannot say that about your party. So let's do more. Let's do more what exactly? Huh? Let's do more what exactly? Anyway, we are out from the ANC. All right. If that, as the ANC, where's this post of the ANC? Okay, let me look for it quickly. What is this? Yeah, there. If this post of the ANC really says to you, vote for me, go ahead, vote for them. There's nothing together we can do here. This person is not trustworthy. I don't trust him. He betrayed us. He sold the ANC out, and he made the ANC a beggar instead of a liberation biggest in this country, as it was. Now we are begging, please accept us. We are number one. Corruptors we know. Forgive us. Give us a no. Yeah, but if this goes for you, hey, go for it. One. Next one. That is Shenge. All right. All right. IFP is. I don't know about IFP politics and Zulu politics, but why are they still using the thing Mongstubuthelezi as their face? I thought the party should appeal to its people by what it can do, not by how they can manipulate them and manipulate them into voting for them in terms of pulling your heartstrings. I mean, their motto or the hashtag says, let's do it for Shenge. Loyalty politics doesn't last, because the moment I step out of line, that loyalty is gone. So again, I still not about let's do it for Shenge. What are they trying to say? Because at the end of the day, I like the trust us thing. You know, it worked for a little while. Trust us, Itembe, we work for you. You know, I'm not clued up about how they run the own municipalities. I've never gone into that much deeply because I was only caught by this one. Banale Ntata Chamisa again, Kamisa, the new president of IFP, but they still use Mangosuthu Buthelez's face. Even on the ballot paper, they have Mangosuthu Buthelez's face there, and he's late. That was the leader ever since Inkatha started up until when he passed away some time ago. So why are you campaigning on people's feelings by saying, let's do it for Shenge? People don't vote because of the loyalty to the leader. They used to do that to Mandela, and it gave us a lot of hell. People vote because your party will work for the people. You cannot, as a party, campaign on heartstrings of people, pulling them to say, please vote for us because Shenge. No, you can't do that. For me, this is a low blow. This won't make me want to vote for them because it's manipulation. You're manipulating me to vote for this party. I don't know why, but you are. So unfortunately for me, I cannot do that. I don't know, but like I said, it's up to you. If this works and if this talks to you, hey, go ahead. But for me, I cannot be blackmailed into voting for somebody because this is blackmail. Let's do it for Shenge. For what? Shenge is dead. We move on. IFP must stop this thing of trying to use Mangosuthu Buthelezi as their proxy and try to invoke people's feelings, blackmail people into voting for them. It's not going to work for long. It might be working for now, but it's not going to work for long, unfortunately. All right, let's go. Next one. ICDP we done already. Oh, yeah. Oh. Can I take a moment a little bit? Can I take a moment? Can I just take a moment and I don't know what moment to do, like pray. Pray a little bit. Okay. Mr. Fixit Mashaba. Okay, Mashaba. Giyo. All right. Hemen Mashaba Hemen Fixit Mashaba. Vote Action SA. Only action will fix South Africa. Where was the country damaged, Mr. Mashaba? If maybe somebody can be able to answer me that one. How will you fix this country? What have you ever fixed? You were DA, you are part of the DA, which is the white party, which you knew is a white party, and you left there under a cloud as well. You left, even though we were telling you, hey, Morena, DA is not for us. You still went there and you became politically correct. There are problem people like Herman Mashaba is one. If you can speak good English and you think that you are progressive and you're liberal, that's what you end up with. That's what you end up with. Mr. Mashaba is a entrepreneur and is an entrepreneur as well. He's a BE person that he wants to do. No one is going to eat. I'm going to take away the food and throw them away. Mashaba is one of the people who got BE deals and BE sponsorships to be where they are today in business. But then they come and say, we need to take out the BE, which made me a millionaire as I am today. And then the only thing he can think of doing is to open up a party called Action SA, which is DA Light. And I'll tell you like DA Light. Action SA's leadership, all of them are from the DA. They are the so-called disgruntled members. DA Bonokore, like this whole thing of us trying to recruit a black leader into the DA main leader alienates our white voters. Okay? It alienates our white voters. So, what can we do? Let me think. No, it's fine. Let's form a party that will have a black leader as the president, but the whole NEC, in a way, will be white from our party. Like every leader in the DA, in the Action SA now, they are all from DA. All of them. Everybody who leaves DA under a cloud goes to Action SA. I can name it. This boy Onele Mayor Omo Midval. He's in the DA now. He's in the Action SA now. Bongan Boloi. I just forgot. The other one was speaking to him, he's from the DA to line in Gwenyam. He's from the DA, and then Jiggy Jiggy's in XNA too. I saw him wearing his t-shirt and he was busy doing the DA things. I'm like, wow, okay. So Action SA is actually DA Light. They are DA Light. They are a black version of the DA. So that is why they don't even dispute coalition with the DA, because they know that is why you were put there, Mashaba. You can go and make a press conference and tell people, the DA is not the party I thought it was. Then I'm going to open up Action SA. Then all of a sudden, Action SA comes into the picture, has no picturing. Everybody who is in the DA moves to Action SA. And they continue. All of them. If I see a party, it's not actually a black party or black ideals, you should see them in their manifestos. None of them speaks about land or land reform or expropriation of land without compensation. None of them do that. Because they know, Oppenheimer is sponsoring me. I can't talk about land. His first thing, Bo Rasim Zanti, the new one that's all over the place now. They are sponsored by one of the Oppenheimer sisters or whatever. That family sponsors the DA. It sponsors Action SA. It funds Action SA DA. It funds Rasim Zanti and others we don't even know. And all of them, there's no way they're going to touch land issue in this country. So you tell me now, we're not sorry, will we really trust Dr. Mashaba? Fix it? When where his bread is buttered, where his bread is buttered, you know what? Will you really trust such a man? Can you trust such a man? Who can't even say, fixing in this country? What is broken? Because what's broken is our people don't have land. Our people are still in poverty. And don't blame the ANC for that. The ANC didn't create the poverty. The poverty ANC inherited. And ANC did not concentrate on black people only. It made sure the whole country, everybody gets everything equally. If only ANC did what the National Party did by concentrating on white people, black people only, they'll be called racist. They'll be called out by every country in the world. And so they didn't do that. They came in and said, South Africa is open for everyone. The Freedom Charter says so. We're gonna do it like that, and they did. Hence, many of us are still in poverty today because ANC became the mother of everyone. They never said, now we're going to concentrate only on black people, pay and give them all that they need, and then we continue the other people come around. So this person bought Ubuze party. He got sponsored by whoever sponsored him. And then from there, all of a sudden, bam. Everybody in the DA, they are coming to Action SA. You should ask yourself a question, why? Because it's DA Light. There's no question about it. It's DA light. It's this black version of the DA. They saw how they can never appoint another black leader for the DA again because they will all need white people who vote for the DA. Because they did lose a lot of elections to Fun Plus because of Muslim Ahmad. Which I never found his thing. I should have got his thing as well in there. His manifesto of his whatever. But I don't know if this is a movement, it's a party, it's a two-man. Because I've seen Ayanda Ali Payne and I've seen him only. I've never seen anybody else. I don't know what are their NEC. I don't know who are the other leaders. I don't know if they've got the youth league. I don't know if they've got anything. I don't know if they even have a structure. But it's a party now. Apparently it's going to be competing for elections. I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, that's Muslim Manifesto. We will do him one day soon. So people like Mashaba, guys, I give him a solid 2, Mashaba, to be honest. TA, we look at the score. Solid 1. ANC, solid 3, at least, Lazam. Malema, 3, Lazam. But this one, him and Mashaba are ashamed. I can make a solid 2. One because of I can't trust the man. The man's not trustworthy. The man has got the very same people he said he's leaving. You can't leave a party. You can't leave a party saying I'm leaving the party because of it's not the party I thought it was. Right? And then you open up a new party, supposed to be the party that you want it to take your vision forward. But then you recruit the very people you're with in their very party, to become your leaders in this new one. How will it be different from the old party, Mr. Mashaba? That's the question. How will it be different, Mr. Mashaba? Hence, Ubadi fix it. Last time he made himself a joke about going to the Gupta house to make a press conference there. I'm like, okay, in the Gupta compound outside making what is the significance of that? And the relevant, what he was talking about was irrelevant to his chosen venue of that moment. People was asking him on Twitter, I myself, that Mashaba, you are talking about this, but you are in the Gupta house. Like, what is this? What's going on in your head, brother? What's going on in your head? So you look at like such things, and then Nafa can never vote for Action SA. Action SA is not a pro-black party, it's a pro-white party. It's a twist, too liberal for me. Mashawa is not the leader of the Action SA. He's just a proxy leader for Action SA. He's not the leader because he's not a black party, DA. I mean Action SA. It's not. It's the same as DA with black people there and white people, and then we're going to go forward with the struggle of a white person than a black person. If Mashaba was for us, he was never going to talk about fixing anything. He was going to talk about, let's look at what our people really need. Land expropriation without compensation, that's the first thing. That's how you fix this country. You don't fix a country, department, hey, I'm going to fix this country by just continuing. Yeah. He was mayor of Johannesburg under the DA, and he failed miserably on that as well. Many pro-ANC, pro-black programs in that municipality that was for black businesses, he dismantled them because the DA said take them out. DA in this city, we had Swan Wi-Fi. Where is it now? Where you will drive around black communities and you see kids sitting under a pole. Sitting there, Bali biscuit homework with their phones because there's free Wi-Fi in townships. Where is it now? Gone. Thank you, Solim Simanga. Thank you, DA, for that. Same thing, Hemen Mashab. Yeah. So anyway, if Hemen Mashaba speaks to you, it's up to you. Go and vote, but can never. Solid 1. All right. Now comes to the DA with that day John Steenhuisen, an educated Steenhuisen who talks bad about people. Same people about pep store clothes, whereas he is a matricless person who has been pushed because of the color of his skin. One thing which I hate about somebody is that do not undermine people because you think you are better than them. Don't do that. Their little motto or their pair of line called Rescue South Africa. Is it rescued from what? That's the question I would ask. Rescue South Africa from what? Where was South Africa held hostage? How was South Africa, whatever, Rescue us from what? These people, they seem to forget. They will never be government. And I pity every black person I see in that group at the moment now. What about Tom Dim? Remember, Young, like I said earlier, when Nicolas say, when Nicolas Mamang, but them Twitter, which I always tell them, that was someone. We always have Uncle Rakases in this country. We always have such people. Are you going to be one of those Uncle Toms that you can find amongst us? These people, 94 happened. And there was a reason behind 94 happening. And why 94 happened, we know that. Before 94, where was you as a white person to come and tell me that you know what's best for me? To come and tell me what I must vote for you to give me a better life? When you were doing 1988, Land Act, and Land Sabatu, Mo Sophia Town, Lady Selborne, anywhere else, and you're relocating people to townships, declaring an area, a white area, and then you build houses for white people, both in Villebabo, West Park, and whatnot, here in Pretoria. And you put people in Atteridgeville, Mamelodi, Soshanguve. Why did you not think, or one day you'll come begging for my vote to say, please, black men, vote for me again? I want to rescue you. What are you rescuing? I don't need rescue as a black person. I'm speaking as a black South African, not as a partisan South African, as South African only, Kimo partying, relaying, and single day by supporting this thing and running after these people and doing what they don't even get near anyway. So for now we are worst enemies sometimes as black people, and it's a pity how now we let people use us like this. So the DA says they want to rescue this country. They don't rescue it from what? They rescue South Africa. They don't know rescue it from what? What is it? Rescue South Africa. I don't know rescue South Africa from what? Because South Africa is not under siege in any shape or form. They can't rescue the black communities in like in Kylie Langa and the other ones, but they talk about the rescue in South Africa. Again, vote DA. I'll never vote for this party, no matter what they do. They can push as many black people in their rallies as however. I've seen how they treated Muslim money. I've seen how they've treated Nabaloy after giving them clean audits. I've seen how they've treated Nehemen Mashaba if I don't like him. I've seen how they've treated Pumzile Van Dam. I've seen how my loyalty is to my color of my skin. The same as their loyalty is the color of their skin. What are you rescuing this country from? That is the question I should be asking this one. Sorry, how did you rescue South Africa from what? What are you risking this country from what? This country sharp. You don't want to be ruled by black people. So you think you're still, you think that you're still the best choice. We are white. I mean, it speaks for itself. Yeah. That is the Dakar Alliance for you. It's the first time I become so critical of a party like this one, because I know they are lying. They are liars. Wherever they are, in this municipality, in this Tshwane, Pretoria East is the well-serviced area, white people area, in this city. Our Pretoria West, done. Tenders are gone. They removed tenders from blacks. Right? I used to get a tender bulletin here now and then. I don't get that anymore. And they gave all the small odd jobs to Freedom Fund, to AfriForum, another white enclave movement in this in this town. Now AfriForum will go around fixing potholes, cutting grass. All those was given to small emerging black companies to be able to do business and be entrepreneurs as well. It's gone. KDA in this municipality. And they say we must vote for them to rescue us. Rescue us from what? From them, yes. I wish and I hope every black party in parliament, in this parliament, can just come together to form one formidable force and remove them from the Western Cape. That will shut them up. I'm very critical of the DA because they're hypocrites and they're liars. And they're racist on top of that. They will always be. Helen Zille, whoever, they are always racist. And you know what? Yeah. They need to be shut down. And very quickly. They need to be shut down very quickly. We cannot have another 5 years of it in the Western Cape. So, Rais Mzansi, if you want to really people to like you, Mfana, go out there and destroy this part. Take them out. They must get out, all of them. We can't be having such a little white enclave in the Western Cape. Now we have white people running around telling us that we are foreigners to South Africa. We are from the Congo, whatever. As if Congo is in Europe. You know, as if Congo is in Europe. And because of these other ones. Yeah. But anyway, Rescue South Africa, are it rescued from what? Which I don't believe for this nonsense of Rescue South Africa. Really. I don't believe in that. Yeah, so for me, I would really urge South Africans, stay away from this party. Please, stay away from this party. And each little kid, Action SA. Stay away from these people. I've had Action SA here before, members here, and we were talking. And the way they talk, you know, this other lady said something, which, you know, she actually said, oh, okay. She fumbled. Why is there no development for black people in the Western Cape? If they can change their voting patterns, they will get services. Thank you for saying this on air. If they change their voting patterns, in other words, if they stop voting for the ANC and vote for the DA, the DA rules Western Cape. Not some of it. Not some of it. They are ruling the whole Western Cape, not some of the Western Cape. Not some of the Western Cape. They are ruling the whole Western Cape, not only where white people are. But they are saying to you, if you can stop, then that's the Action SA person, by the way, speaking that. For black people must now change their voting patterns. You can't vote for the ANC and expect the A to give you. They rule the whole. It's the same thing that's happening in this municipality. In other words, we need to now align with you, Action SA, or you, the DA, so you can get services. But you're the ones who are ruling the municipality. See what I'm talking about? Yeah. Okay. Last one for the day. About MK Party. Yeah. MK Party, Vanak. MK Party on air, hashtag my boo, yeah. Okay. I'm going to be honest, brutal honest with you, gentlemen and ladies who are listening and who are going to be watching this now. When somebody will say to me, let's remove the ANC, or we need to remove the ANC, I'll be so heartbroken. Ish. But then if you remove the ANC, since MK came into being, to be honest with you, that anxiety is gone. It's for me, I don't even have fear. I have a best alternative in the Black Party that I can say, if I can say, put it like that. I have the best alternative I can say to people, go for it. Because the leader of this party, or the face of this party, I know his works. I've seen his works. And they benefited me as a black person. So for me to say, MK, and I've seen how they tried to demonize him, Mr. Jacob Zuma, to make him so unpopular to me. Whereas he did more for me, but they're trying to demonize him so much that we must hate him and we must reject him. But for me, they made him more popular. So for me, if I'm going to have to change my vote, I'm going to go for the MK Party. To be honest. If I'm going to have to change my vote, you hear me correctly, I'll go. This is the best alternative to a black person. If I will stand up and say, let's now talk about who must win, like this man, I give him a solid 9. MK Party. The way this party was formed and the unity of black people amongst that party. I remember when it started the first time. When it started the first time, it started It started with what is this? It started with black people. I remember when they were putting T-shirts. They were saying T-shirts. Like there was no company that was making T-shirts for MK. But the individual tailors that came together and make products, and they sold it to MK members. Black people were getting empowered by a formation of a new party, MK party. So for me, that really speaks to me. That really speaks to me. It speaks volumes to me, to be honest with you. And I love the way it is. I love the way it has made black people wake up. I'm telling you now, the people who are not voting because they didn't see the reason to vote, they're going to vote in these elections. They're going to vote in these elections because of MK party. Whether we listen to our media demonizing Jacob Zuma or hey, there's no proof. The Zondo Commission listen to us, please. Tomorrow, 9:30 to 9:30, we're talking about Zondo Commission. Zondo Commission, we are talking about it tomorrow. Me and Mr. Majuelin, that the Jibilika will be having a show going on. It's you listen tomorrow, you'll know what I'm talking about. MK party is this fresh breath of fresh air. The best alternative party that I will vote for as the Black South African will be this one. I don't care about them trying to demonize the old man, trying to make him, even if they remove Jacob, people will still vote for the MK party because people have seen everyone else and they've seen the lies they've been told. And I'm telling you now, people will vote for the MK party based on that. And they've seen what this man has done for them. We can demonize him as much as we want, but at the end of the day, Jacob Zuma did more than anybody else did. From Mandela himself to Mbeki, he's the one who made these people know their place. One, he's the one who made sure that the black millionaire is being created each and every month or every year. He made sure that the schools is a free education. Black artists got money because of this person. Remember Claudio Motweni? Those was that was the time of Jacob Zuma. Claudio Motweni's era. So if, like I said, not before, when you remove them, we're gonna put who? We can't put Malema, we can't do foreigners, we can't put Action SA, KDA. But since MK party came in to be 7 months old, but it's already making the ANC quake in their boots. Beautiful. I'll be very surprised if the MK party won't get at least number 2. Destroying the DA completely and destroying the EFF as well. Will be number 2 opposition party in parliament. I'll be very much surprised. Because the IEC is busy now trying. The IEC, yeah. Anyway, that's another story for another day. But for me, Kondo is a party. I shame. Solid 10, Pilapil. Not even 9. 10 for the party. 9 from Sholozi. But 10 for this one. This one is a very good, it's a very nice chess move. 10 not. Haram to wait 10 not to go location by his or Bethlehem turn out of a deal. He did something which no one can actually think of. The ANC is still shaking its boots today. People thought, what happened? How did this get to this point? This guy dribbled so easily and so nicely. And here we are. All right. Okay. No, I've come to the end of the show. Thank you so much for being with me today on the Questions on Live show. This show is going to be on Spotify and Anchor FM. You can just go there and search the Questions on the Live show, and then you get the show Kamotemo, and then you please subscribe for our YouTube channel, which is the Questions on the Live show YouTube channel. Subscribe and then follow us. Ring the bell as well. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Our handle is at Sihongwan. That's my handle. Christ is King. That is my main name, and the handle is at Sihongwan. Follow me there as well. And then Kosi FM. As you can see, the merchandise, the T-shirt, and the cap. We have this in our online store. It's going to be coming live soon. The cap is $250, and the T-shirt is 350 rands. And then we print your name if you want to print your name as well. We print the Khosi FM logo here, and you can buy it for yourself. Yeah. So please follow us on Spotify. Follow us on Twitter at Sihongwan. That's my personal handle, and at Khosi FM and at Word Sihongwan. That's for the show, for the Khosi On Live show. But go to YouTube right now and follow us there as well. All right. We thank you so much, and Tata for you being with me today as I'm flying solo today. Studio. Thank you so much. And tomorrow we are meeting again 9:30 to 9:30 on a Political Monday show. My guest will be Mr. Machoi Mungale from Ichuseng, a political analyst, as you know him, and I'll be with Mr. Jibilika as well, our spiritual advisor. Polygamist will be in the studio as well to come and talk about the Zonal Commission. But I'll do the post, as you know. My WhatsApp now is 0645487776. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for the show, and Godspeed. And if you like this video, please smash the smash the like button, and then smash the subscribe button, and ring the bell, please. All right, because the moment you do that, you're actually making YouTube know that you like our videos, you like our content, and it will give us more exposure. Okay, subscribe, like, comment, and share, and ring the bell as well. All right, thank you so much. God bless this Africa. God bless us. God bless everyone. We love you. So the choice is yours, black men. I'm thinking about the Black South Africans, because the bone of contention here is us. Our votes. People want that vote now. It's up to you. It's up to you who you subscribe to. Do not go back to Egypt. You left Egypt, you can't go back to Egypt. If you know what I mean. You can't eat your own vomit again. You vomit, that's it. You can't go and eat again. We are from 3 centuries of oppression under white people. We need to progress forward. Okay? The DA won't give you that. XNSA won't give you that. Vote for a progressive black party that will give you what you need. Don't fall for, let's rescue South Africa, let me fix. You fix what? You understand? Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice one. Bye-bye.